Hi everyone, Tina Tagle here with The Color of Fun. How are you today? I am here to turn you up a little bit. Okay. I am here to do the garden stakes. I know I said I was going to be here earlier. I had to set up some things and I had to grab my colors. So I have my colors and I just grabbed my older paints that I need to, like, in other words, I need to empty the bottles out because there's very little in them. Empty them out, order some new, and I'm going to get some new brushes. The brushes I'm going to get from Essential Stencil, and I'm going to use my coupon code, The Color of Fun, one word, no space, at essentialstencil.com. But I'm going to use these stencils, which are the Vege stencils, and I'm going to be putting them on these garden stakes that I got from Home Depot. And they just need to be sanded. And then once I put the stencil on there, it needs to be sealed. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Grab a plate. And I'm going to start with, and I put a tab next to the ones that I was going to make. So I know I'm going to make a tomato one. And I'm just going to put it on it sideways. I'm going to turn the camera down so you guys can see. Oops, sorry. Sorry about that. Turn this down. Here we go. Okay, now you can see. And I'm not sure. Let me go with the red on this one. So I think I'm going to put a white background on this. Just to lighten it up a little bit. And it's not going to be perfect. Like, I'm going to have fun with it. So it's just going to be a messy sealer on it. You know what? I'm going to do it on the top. And the only reason why I'm going to do the top like this is so that when it's in the ground, you'll be able to see it when you're looking down if you're planting your garden in the ground outside, as opposed to using pots. So that'll help seal it. I guess I should do that to some of these. Let me do it to 3 of them. And again, I'm not trying to see how far down. Probably about that, about as far as I have that one. So make it a little further. I'm painting it down probably about 8 inches on this, maybe 10. That way, when again, when you put these in the ground, I'm painting the top part, so kind of help seal that. It'll also, when I go to spray paint it, will help seal this as well. Or I'm sorry, polyurethane it. And I'm not going to use a spray. I'm going to use where you brush it on. And let me go ahead and use the black on 3 of these. And then I'll save the other one. I have one more that I'm going to do, but I'm going to do that one last because I'm not sure what color I want that lettering to be. Now I'm just making this one messy. That's how the other ones are. It's just you can't see it as well as you can on this one. If you want me to make yours, you can always make them straight, but I like that messy look. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a garden this year or if I'm going to have give these to my brother and then maybe steal some of his stuff, which he'll give it to me anyways, but I'll give him something. I'll give him a little something to help him feel better about me taking his veggies. Okay, so I have those 3 done. These 3 and these 3. I'm going to go ahead and move back to this one. Because it's almost dry. They dry quickly. Now, when I wash my brush, as always, I wipe it before I put it in the water. And then I wipe it again. Okay. So I think I'm going to start with tomato. And I'm going to push these aside and just work on one. Now, if you want them to be super wide enough to include this frame, you'll have to get larger than the 2-inch, because this is 2-inch. You'll have to get 4 or 3, maybe 3. You could, yeah, you can probably get away with the 3, and they do have the 3 inches there. You just don't get as many. So to be like the 3 by 1 inch garden stakes. And they're already cut with the point right here, but you just need to stand them. But I don't want to do that. I just want that line there, and then I want it to say the word. And of course, I'm going to make these red because it's tomatoes. So with stenciling, you always have to add paint to your brush, and then you dab it off. I'll show you. You have to take some of it off like that. And that's called offloading. And that is just to remove some of the paint so that it doesn't bleed underneath the stencil. And I should be able to get this whole thing. Now I've seen people do it this way, where they swirl it. I haven't mastered that, but I'm going to try this one. I'm giving it to my brother. If you want some of these made, I'll make them for you. So just reach out to me. And I'm going to add a second layer, just for the sake of preventing it from being too light. Yeah, dabbing it gives it a lot more color. Leaves a lot more. Yeah. So I think I'm going to give this to my brother, and I'm just going to add some red to the top here. So I'm not choosing any particular color based on, I did for the tomato because I happen to have a true red, but it's almost empty. I got to order some more. Valentine just happened, so you know how that is. There we go. And actually, I can paint sides on this just to give it something. Make it look a little funky, a little rough. Actually, I love that. I hope he does too. And that's it. Now I'm gonna, it's ready. I'm gonna dry it and seal it with some polyurethane. I'm just gonna brush my brush, see if I can't get as much of this red off without putting it in water. Because I don't want it to be too wet, because then it might bleed underneath the board. Okay. So let's see which one I have less of. That's this one. The jack-o'-lantern orange, running low. Get rid of some of that. And I think I'll do the squash. On that one. And I hope he does. I wish they had, because I know he grows pumpkins. They don't have pumpkins on here. But I can create one. I can create a stencil. So, thank goodness for that. If you have a Cricut, you can create stencils. However, it's a big deal. I seldomly use it, but I will use it if I have an order for something. I think my daughter-in-law uses it more than I do. I know she does. Now I know he'll make some zucchini, so I'll probably do a zucchini too, even though I don't have it marked. These are just so that I can show you how I do this. And if you want an order of these, let me know. I love it. Okay, so tap on this. So if you're not using stencils, try it, especially if you're a crafter, because people use stencils all the time at these craft shows, and they are making a killing. And if you want to get some stencils, these are really good quality ones. You can use them over and over and over again. And all you got to do is go to essentialstencil.com and use the coupon code The Color of Fun, all one word, to get 10% off. I'm excited about these. I think my brother's gonna love those. Let those dry. Grab another one. Let's see. Corn. Let's do corn. I think I need to do corn on that lighter one. Let me do peppers. Peppers is a green. I'm going to use this spring. It's called spring green. This might be too light. Let me use this one. Kelly green. Okay. So this is I'm not taping these down, although I could, maybe down here, keep it from moving. But I think I have enough control of these, and your best bet is to make sure you use tape. And I brought it out just in case, but there really is nowhere for me to put it down, so I'm not worried about it. Just want to make sure there's enough room for the letters that are hanging over to fit on there. And then I can go ahead and get started. So if you want more information about Essential Stencil, and their stuff, you can always go to their page whenever you want. But it's really cool stuff. You don't have to use my coupon code, but it's there for you if you want a discount. But I'm a big fan. I have an event coming up in April. I have another one in August. And there was another one that somebody sent me. I gotta find that information because I think I gotta register here soon. And those are for craft events. And I'm just gonna be making a bunch of things using my stencils that I'm already paying for, and make some really cool stuff. Peppers. These are really nice. I'm enjoying this product. I'm enjoying this stencil. I gotta see what my mother's planning because I'll probably make her some. If anybody wants any made, please let me know. I'll make some. That way it's easy to find. So if the branches are all over the place, they'll be able to find the item. The pepper leaves are super dark, so it won't get lost. Let me see. Let's go with corn. Corn. I'm not really sure what color I want to go with that one. I have some violet or green. Or blue. You see, I have cucumber and lettuce. So, okay, I'm going to use blue on the corn. Man, if I had sunflower, that would be awesome. Maybe I'll make some. I usually try to grow sunflowers every year. That is one thing I do like to grow is sunflower. And I like to grow basil, sage. Those are the ones I typically grow. Okay, corn. Okay. And that is why you use tape. When you lift your hand up, it won't move. So yeah, if you get some of these, you'll find them in the back at Home Depot, Lowe's, or whatever. I think I got them. And they're not with the garden stuff. They're stakes, but they're with the I think they're like stakes for like markers, yard markers, and they're in the construction area with the wood. So, and they're way in the back corner. You can find someone that'll help you. It's one little section, but great deal. Oh, that's pretty. I like that one. Okay. No, those are cool too. I'm lighten this one up. A lot of black up there. I know, it's fun. That's pretty. That's a pretty one. Just gonna make the garden look so much more fun. Okay, I've got 2 more to make. And I think I'm gonna go with the lettuce. I'm on here so that if anybody has any questions, you can ask me. Trying to make sure I'm not forgetting any information. So you can make your own, but like I said before, my son is one of those that is like, I'm not making my own, Mom, but I need some. And he'll find someone else to make them. Now this feels like it's watered down. It's GP Purple, it's Delta Dream Co. It's a very old one. Try it out. See how it works. Oh, that's gonna be just fine. Okay. I'm doing this is for the cucumbers. When you move your hand down, just try to hold it and then slide the other one down. Try not to move your especially when you're doing letters. Try not to have your hand too far away from it because it can get underneath it. Now, if you had a flat surface, like if all of these stencils were in a flat surface, like if all of these stakes, if it wasn't lifted, it would it wouldn't be so difficult because it's raised. It is a little bit more difficult and a little bit more time consuming. I'm going to go ahead and do it again. Just to give it that second layer. Dragged on that one, so it gave it a little something extra. I have some whites. Never paint with acrylic without whites. For just such an emergency. Wipes are your lifesaver. There we go. So I haven't washed my brushes yet. I'm simply wiping them off. Now, I probably will have to, when what will happen is your brush will start creating a brown color. If you don't wash it. So just be aware of that. It'll either be brown or gray. It'll start to turn brown or gray. I kind of like the black on this one, so I'm not going to take too much that away. I just put a little bit of purple on the side. Okay. So letting them dry over here. And I've got one more. And lettuce. And I think I'm going to do the lettuce in this lime green, what's called spring green. It is apple barrel spring green. Let's see. Apple barrel spring green is a really good color. It's so pretty, right? It's good for this time of year. I really got to find a deco art that's close to this. When I do, I'll be so happy. Okay. Okay, lettuce. Lettuce, lettuce, lettuce. Now these stencils, if you do get some stencils, you want to soak them in water afterwards, or wipe them with a wipe afterwards, and they'll come up clean right away. Now, if you don't, then it takes a little bit more to get them to get the paint off. But if you're afraid you're going to ruin your stencil, you don't wash it right away, you can just leave it and reuse it. It's not gonna they don't necessarily have to be cleaned, but I do clean mine. Yeah, the second layer is really good for putting the second layer is really for putting that so you can't see the background through it. Lettuce. Okay, so now I am going to use my essential stencil link to get some more of these, because I've just been using this size brush, which is great. But this one is from Deco Art, Americana Deco Art, which is where I get my paints from, most of them. The acrylic paints that I use for paint events. But I need to get some essential stencil ones because I hear they're bomb to get. So I'm just going to go get a set of those, and I'll be able to let you know how I like them. But I hear they're great. So, you know, if you're like me and don't wait for everybody's opinion, go get you some. See, it's starting to turn that gray color. Like I was saying, that's what happens when too much color gets on your brush. But since this is my last one, I am not concerned about it. So now that I have it ready and it's done and I have all my steaks ready, after they dry, I'm going to go ahead and spray them with polyurethane, or I'll brush the polyurethane on them. And I hope my brother, I'm going to give these to my brother, I think, because he'll like them. Look, peppers and tomatoes. And he'll probably give me some of his veggies. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna get on his grocery list so he can give me some. I know he gives some all the time to people at work, so I just need to be on that list. If you want a set of these done for you, tell me what color. You can say if you like the black with the blue lettering, or if you like the white with the green lettering. If you want it straight, I mean, I can make these however you want, custom order. And I can also make different ones. Like on here, I have tomatoes, carrots, potatoes, corn, lettuce, eggplant, zucchini, squash, cucumber, peas, onions, and peppers. Now, let's say you wanted a pumpkin, which I know my brother's going to ask me for one. So that means I'll have to make one. So I'm going to create a stencil specifically for pumpkin using the same, try to make it the same lettering. That way I can have my own stencils for that, and just use that same template to make different ones. So if you have something other than those that I listed, yeah, I can make your custom veggie stuff, or your custom garden markers, garden stakes, whatever you call them. But yeah, I can't have any in my garden. There's only one spot, and it's probably like a 5 by 8 space. Anything outside of that would just get trampled by my dog and my cat. Or the ground isn't good in other places. So I am not going to be making a veggie garden this year. But I am going to be making these. These I'm going to give to my brother, see if these are good, or if he needs other ones. And if you want some, let me know. If you want Essential Stencil, go to essentialstencil.com and use the coupon code The Color of Fun, one word. Get you some stencil brushes. They have a wide array of stencils, and you can do on jackets. You can do, use your clothes, what do you call that? A fabric paint. So if you wanted to do something on fabric, you can use it for that. They're really good. You can use them for everything. So go check it out. I hope you guys had a good time. Peace. Love you.